If you're looking for cutesy business advice, then you came to the wrong place. We are for amazing women founders, moms, wives, and entrepreneurs with growing businesses. We're here to share all of our stories, the struggles and the triumphs, raw and unfiltered. Our goal to inspire, empower, and help you learn something along the way. This is Entrepreneu, the podcast, and we are the Entrepreneu crew.
Hey everybody, welcome to the first episode of Entrepreneu. We are the Entrepreneu crew. We're so excited to bring you new content that is centered around business because we are four fabulous, amazing, and fierce Black women who are running businesses and doing the damn thing. But don't get it twisted, we definitely started from the bottom. We're just going to dive deep into the details. We are not gatekeepers around here. So whether you're a novice starting your business or you've been here before, we are going to have fun and kick it on the couch.
Sit on the couch with us. Get to know our stories and learn something.
Exactly. But let's start with who we are. So my name is Britt Golden, and I'm the founder and CEO of IGL Nails, a nail bed size inclusive press-on nail brand. So if you have petite nails, wide nails, I got you.
Yes. And my name is Oyinade, and I am the founder and CEO of Aarin Co. We make satin accessories for infants and toddlers, so we are all about protecting your baby's hair in style.
Hi guys, I'm Khadija. I am the founder and inventor of Aqua waterproof headwear, a stylish line of waterproof turbans and head wraps designed to protect your hair in style. They're soft, they're breathable, they're stretchy. The magic is the fabric. I got you.
All right, what's up, y'all? I'm Kia-Shun. I'm from Dallas, Texas, and I'm the CEO of ShampooTime. I invented a shampoo mat for kids to lay on when they get their hair shampooed. We are reinventing wash day, so no more tears.
I'm from LA, Los Angeles, currently residing in Long Beach.
I am from Philly. Shout out to Philly girl in the house. But I live in Silver Spring, Maryland right now. Temporarily, I will be back in Philly very soon.
I'm also from Maryland, so Khadijah's kind of like my neighbor, kind of.
I know, because they was all together a little bit before we,
just once. I was together once before we met up. Yeah.
Wait, so, okay, you guys are basically neighbors, but let's tell them how we met.
So, I cannot be any more grateful for the Target Accelerator Program. Shout out to Target.
Okay. Shout out to Target for Founders Accelerator Program.
Program. Because of you, we have come together and formed this amazing sisterhood. And I have no idea. Like, in business, it's so important to have business besties.
Yeah.
To help you, to support you, to get you through, especially as solo entrepreneurs. Yeah. I no longer feel like I'm by myself since I've met you guys. And I am so grateful. Target, thank you. And
big shout out to Tahaj.
Yeah, shout out to her.
And if you guys don't know what Target for Founders is, it is like the Princeton, the Harvard, the...
Girl, you better preach. I was going 5,000 people.
Exactly.
30 of us.
30 companies.
Yes. Yeah. And we are one of the four.
We are four of those.
We're four of those 30. And that's how we met. I mean, we made it out the group chat, y'all.
We did make it out the group chat. We did.
This is a real life example of making it out the group chat.
Yeah. I'm so proud of us.
Thank you to Kia-Shun for having this amazing idea.
Yeah, she's hosting us.
I did have this idea. It was something that was on my heart for a few weeks. I was telling you that the other day. I was like, for 2 or 3 weeks, it was just like, you got to reach out to these ladies. And I was like, Lord, I don't want them to be thinking I'm crazy. Like, no, you got to reach out to these ladies. Like, this is your group. Mm-hmm. You've been missing your people. Mm-hmm. You feel like you don't have nobody that relates to you. Mm-hmm. I'm telling you, reach out to these women, and your mind gonna be amazed.
It was like instant click.
Yeah.
I mean, we were all chatty during programming, but like, when we got in the group chat, it was just instant laughs, like nonstop laughs
for hours.
No, literally on FaceTime.
Yeah. In the middle of the night, like, because you in LA, so you 3 hours behind them. I'm kind of in the middle. So it'll be 1:00 y'all time, and we still up going.
But we've learned so much from each other already.
Yeah,
we have.
Like, just so much in business. We have grown individually, collectively, just since we've met.
Yeah. And we purposely did not share a lot of our story because we want to save it for y'all. We want to learn from each other.
I'm like, no, I don't want to.
No, yeah,
stop telling me. I want to hear your story. Wait till the podcast. And I'm
Wait till the podcast because it cannot be rehearsed. Like, we want to be real. We want to be here with you guys and with each other and just sharing in this experience.
I talk too much, so I was really trying to share everything.
Yeah, we had to cut Katie off a couple times because
she's an oversharer.
Let's talk about. So we talked about what our businesses are.
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk about why we started our business. Let's go with you first, Khadija.
Oh my gosh.
Why did you start
Aqua?
Aqua?
Okay, so
And keep it short.
I know. They have to tell me that because I go on, y'all. So basically, I am a girly girl. I love hair extensions. I love my natural hair. I love everything. So I went on vacation once, and my only option at the time was to put on a baseball cap because I did not want my real hair to separate from my extensions, and I ended up looking crazy because that was going to be a mess. And I was like, there has to be a better way to do this. I didn't want to put on a bathing, like a swim cap, because they're plastic and silicone and hot and not cute.
Yeah.
And at the time, this was 2013. And there was nothing on the market. And I'm like, there has to be a better way to do this.
Mm-hmm.
So I got home and I'm like thinking. I'm like, oh my gosh, waterproof turbans and head wraps. Like, genius. But then the key is like, also, how do you do it? Yeah. But I knew that was the key. I wanted to be fashionable. I wanted to be stylish. You have to be breathable so that your hair, your scalp won't sweat because that defeats the purpose all in itself. But again, I wanted you to be able to wear it anywhere, out in and outside of the water.
Where did you go looking online for something? Like, what were you typing in? What
Girl,
was you searching for?
I started, when I looked at the research, I just typed in waterproof headwear. And very little came up. It was like swim caps and shower caps.
Yeah.
And then to find it, I'm like, well, how do you make it? Like, how do you come about it? And I'm like, oh, let me Google, I don't know, swim caps and water hats. And there was just rain hats. And everything nothing looked cute enough for me. And I was like, I got to invent it.
Yeah. I love that.
That's amazing. You said something important, though. You said nothing looked cute enough for you, right?
Yeah.
So it's just really important, like, whenever you have an idea and you feel like, oh, well, maybe something similar is out there, something is in the market or something like that. But, like, if there's nothing that you yourself want, I bet you 9 times out of 10, somebody else wants that exact same thing.
Exactly. Because you know the first thing you do is you go to your friends. And you're like, oh, my gosh, what y'all think about this? After you sign this NDA.
Gotta have that NDA. That's funny because I did sign an NDA with the shampoo. I did have somebody sign an NDA.
Yeah, every friend. Shout out to my girlfriends. Y'all are dope for signing my NDAs.
I didn't have nobody signing no NDAs.
Really? No, I knew the shampoo mat was a game changer right out the back. But I will say I did not invent it to sell. I wasn't like, oh, I need to create this to sell to people. Like, I created the shampoo mat because I was real life having difficulties with my daughter and wash days. And if you haven't seen Carter, go to her page, Carter Celeste.
She's a little celebrity.
She's so cute. Celebrity. She said she's an influencer.
Yes, but she came out.
And she charged for her autographs, y'all.
She does. She will tell you. She will tell you. We gotta have her on the show.
I know.
That would be super cute. Little boss, little mini boss.
I know. We have to bring Aarin on the show too.
Yes. Michaela on the show. Little baby just sitting here.
My little cat. Carter legit charged me for her autograph yesterday, y'all.
No, she gonna charge you.
She bought her $5. She bought her little piggy bank thing out here and was like, here you go.
She will take over the show, but no, legit, seriously, y'all. She came out with this head full of hair. And I was like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. And, you know, washing it in the bathtub, I'm leaning over, water's getting in her face, she crying, shampoo. Like, it was a nightmare. So, of course, I did what we all did as Black girls. Got up on that kitchen counter, right? Put on that kitchen counter. And I'm like, okay, lay here. So then she wants the phone. So I give her the phone and she's like, doing this. We doing this back. Right? I'm like, Carter, hold your head back. She hold it back, but then she's back up to the car. And I'm like, Carter, put your head back. I said, you know what? When I was like, I just need to mount this damn phone up here. I said, how can I mount this phone? What can I do to just mount this phone up here? And so that's really how the shampoo mat came about, was just our stressful wash days. And she wasn't really the kid that cries, because you got them kids that kick and scream and, you know, it's just a nightmare. Were you one of them?
Girl, yes. My mom hated me.
Listen, she wasn't that kid, but because she has so much hair, it took hours to wash, detangle, comb, and as a 1-year-old, you don't want to sit there through that.
Probably too, because your ears, like my thing.
Yeah, the water getting in the ears. Yeah. So that's legit why I came up with the shampoo mat. And then once I posted it, it just went viral. And so I was like, okay, you want one too? I'll make you one. I was making them, so
wait, because you were like, we're gonna
get into that.
But I definitely feel that pain point, like deep in my soul, because I have a toddler as well too, and wash days. I always say to myself, like, I am not gonna let her take this joy from me, because doing her hair is supposed to be an enjoyable experience for both of us. But like, she cannot. She just got to the age where like, I cannot get her to just stay still, just between actually washing her hair and then braiding and styling her hair. And I did not want to be that mom that just dreads wash day,
right?
Because I want to enjoy it, and so.
But now
and then you bought that shampoo mat. You supported me, sis.
We now use, the shampoo mat and shampoo days, ShampooTime, wash days. She literally begs me to wash her hair.
That was
but anyway, video. We'll talk
about that. We'll talk about that.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
Yeah. Since she's talking about your daughter,
oh well,
she's the inspiration.
She's the inspiration for Aarin Co, which it's named after her. But when I was pregnant with my first daughter, Aarin, back in 2020, because I had her in 2021.
Right.
I was just thinking about all the things that I needed to prepare for her arrival, and just being a Black woman and just the amount of time and resources we spend on our hair, I was thinking about the same things. What are the things that I need for my daughter for her hair? And I was specifically like buying her clothing and accessories at the time. And I was thinking like, okay, she needs some satin line caps. Like I use silk and satin caps on my hair.
Right.
Whether it be nighttime, during the day, whatever, just to protect my hair from the friction and rubbing off. And I was also very aware that like babies get like the bald spots around their hair because they're laying down and all the friction they experience. And so I wanted something for her. But when I searched the marketplace, literally, there were no satin line caps for infants, like
just the
newborn
caps.
Just the the hospital caps were like the beanies. And I was so shocked. And I was like, oh no, I have to create this.
Yeah.
And so I think I was like 6 or 7 months pregnant at this time. That's when I really started to like before I had her.
That's crazy.
Because I wanted her to be able to benefit from it when she was born. I ended up launching like on her 6-month birthday.
Aww.
As a result, not only did I want it to be protected for her hair, I mean, that is like my mini-me, my first child, my daughter. So like, it has to be cute.
She is so cute.
So cute. She is the cutest thing
that's
ever.
just kind of how it all happened, I wanted the best of the best for my child.
And I relate because I have an infant who will be 9 months next week.
Okay.
And when I tell y'all that the Aarin Co ads are on point, because before I even knew Oyinade, I purchased one of the satin line beanies for my baby because she was born with a lot of hair.
She has a lot of hair.
She has a lot of hair, and I also didn't want her to experience the balding and the dryness and stuff like that. So I had bought a beanie, which is so funny.
Was on point.
Small world.
Yes, because O reached out to me when I was pregnant with Kyrie. It was like, let's do a collab. And y'all, I was pregnant. And when you pregnant and trying to run a business, like, it's non-existent at that point.
You're say okay?
None.
I did say okay, but it was very dry. It was very dry.
I didn't never follow up. But I tell her to this day. No, she definitely did not get shady energy. It was more so like,
it was like I didn't have the time. Yeah. But it wasn't because I was busy with the business, which I was, but it was more so that I just couldn't keep up because I was pregnant and tired and like the business business was the last thing on my mind, you know. But yeah, she reached out to me. It's like, we got to do this collab. And so this is like a full circle moment.
It is.
Because,
it really is, yeah.
I think when we were going through the Target process, the interview or whatever, he was like, I see you got an interview. And I was like, yeah. I was like, we hope we make it on the other side together.
Oh, wait, were you on the list?
We went to the list. She reached out to me. Oh, did I message you? Okay.
Like, oh, really?
Yeah.
How did she say they're not? I saw it,
So I'm like,
I did go through the list because I wanted to see.
When you were making your appointment.
The sign up genius, you didn't go see like the other names of the
Yes, I
companies.
did.
I saw it.
And I did some research.
Yeah. I did some research too, yeah.
I was like, who am I up against?
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, is there anybody offering what I'm offering?
Right.
Because no.
Yeah, no.
So it's just, like you said, full circle moment, actually like getting to know each other and just like going through this whole business thing together.
Yeah.
Entrepreneur podcast.
Love it.
Yeah, it's just
These
amazing.
are my besties, my business besties. I
So-
love
But Britt, tell us about
Okay.
what made
You
you
ain't
get
have to say
started.
business.
Okay.
Oh my God.
You're right. No, because we don't just talk business. Like,
don't.
I feel like more than business.
besties. That's cute.
We are business besties, but we're so much more than that
Yes.
because
Yes.
we talk about every single thing. We talk about Love is Fun.
Exactly.
Yeah.
because we not.
Okay, we're not going there. We're not.
She said I'm her best friend now.
We're not going there.
That's
But
okay.
She said, you're my mom friend, but
We'll try our best to kind of stay focused because we can literally like talk
About one
for
hour.
hours
We
about
can.
everything.
We
But
Okay.
so Britt.
Britt,
So I also started in 2020. I started because of COVID and the nail shops had closed, and I was a nail shop girl. Like, I like to have my nails done. And when that was taken away from me, I was actually really sad because I was going through grief, and going to the nail shop was like my way to kind of, I don't know, just not think about losing my dad and all of that stuff. So when that was taken away from me, it was really hard. The first thing I did was like, okay, I want to get some press-on nails. And so I was ordering them from online and just not really happy with like the designs and stuff like that. I was like, these are not cute. They're not really my style. And they're not lasting very long. Hated it. So I was like, I'm going to make my own. Did some research through like Facebook groups and stuff like that. And started joining like press-on nail communities and custom designing them, posting them on like Instagram, and my followers liked it. I'm an influencer, or was an influencer.
You still
I have a YouTube channel and I have an Instagram, so I was posting it on that
what's your
stuff.
channel called?
It's a golden lifestyle,
Wow.
it's a golden lifestyle.
which is what IGL stands for. So from there, it was like, okay, I'm custom making people's nails and sending them out, but it was taking me like 2 hours to make a set of nails. And I'm a designer by trade, so of course I'm getting detail with it.
yeah.
And it was honestly a mental relief for me, not only from like saving me from my grief, but also a lot of the like Black Lives Matter movements were happening at that time.
Yeah.
And to just be able to like step away from what was going on in the world and concentrate on just making art on my nails was a big deal for me. I even did like some Black Lives Matter nails that got posted on Exo Nicole.
Oh,
And that was kind of like my little launch into like, okay, I got something going here.
You got a whole lot of publicity.
yeah.
I
was
did
like,
get some.
What? Which we'll talk about.
We'll talk about that.
That was after I
We'll get
reinvented, but that was my start. And then I just was like, okay, this is something that I want to do. There's a business here, but I don't want to sit here and paint nails for 2 hours. Like, that's not my zhuzh. I'm good.
Yeah.
So what are these big name companies doing? And can I do it, but better? And for what fits me, just like for you. Like, yes, press-on nails exist, but how can I make them work better for what I want? And that's when I decided to go the manufactured route. And so now we have manufactured nails. There's 30 nails in every box. I'm not hand painting. It's all being done by computer and machines.
because they're inclusive.
And they're
They are.
wide bed and regular size.
They are
all in the
nail-based
same
size
box,
inclusive.
right?
Yep.
Yeah.
And it did start that way, but that's where we are now.
Yeah.
Nail
Which
bed
is
sizes
amazing.
thing.
I love it.
Yeah.
All in
Super
one box.
amazing.
All in one box.
Skinny, wider,
Yep.
and
Standard.
standard, all in the same box.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody else is doing that, yo.
Yeah.
IGL Nails.
IGL Nails.
Yep.
And if you're like me and you have like a really big
mixture.
thumb, and my fingers are like a range.
Yeah.
I have like my dad's hands, and so
Stop it.
She does have a big thumb, y'all.
that's on girly.
Dang, saw her out.
It's not that big. And last night I said, bring up on my hand either. Don't even try to zoom in on my hand.
Last
night and like I'm a press on nail girly.
Yes,
So
you are.
I love me a good press on nail, and so it's so nice to have one that's nail bed inclusive.
Yes.
Okay.
And
So
so,
like me,
you said that you started IGL Nails in 2020.
I did.
During the Black Lives Matter movement. So I started ShampooTime in 2020 as well. And I feel like that was such a crucial time for Black people to start businesses.
Yep.
Because all the big businesses were putting money behind Black businesses. And I know for me, I've won 9 grants.
9 grants, y'all.
9.
Shout out for the
She won 9 grants.
9
Like,
grants.
this girl, I'm about to say, this girl,
Call her what she is.
needs to write a book.
I actually did secure the grant coming soon.
Yeah.
Girl,
but we're gonna
teach me, because I ain't won
we're
a
gonna
daggone grant,
listen.
and I be applying, y'all.
Now, first of all, okay, I'm not gonna respond to that just yet. But no, I just want
I be applying out there.
no, but I just really feel like that was a crucial time to start businesses because you started in 2021, right?
I started in 2021.
So you picked up on that, and then when did you
I
start?
launched in 2019.
In
I
2019.
started the idea in 2013, but we did patents and all that kind of stuff. I didn't launch until 2019.
Yes.
I do feel like I missed.
Y'all stop getting your hair done and going on vacation.
Somebody take the wine.
I know. I was pissed.
What were you gonna
I
say?
do feel like I missed the wave though.
You feel like
Like
you
the
missed wave?
initial wave, but there was a lot of programs that became established as a result.
Yeah.
Right? Whether it be for like Black women founders or for Black founders, like a lot of these national corporations were pumping money into Black owned businesses.
Yeah.
And so
We're never
that lasted, it's still
going a little bit.
No, they these
kinda-
laws and stuff
they're
trying to take us down.
yeah, there's
Yeah,
some
they-
things
they
going
are.
on.
It's
but
harder
like,
now.
definitely.
Their son is under, like,
Yeah, and Hello Alice.
Hello
as well.
Alice, and they're all they're trying to serve everybody,
Yeah.
trying to help.
Yeah. So some of them who are really actually committed to it,
Right.
and it's not just a fad,
Mm-hmm.
Shout
will
out to
still
them.
have these initiatives ingrained into their business models, right? So I definitely, that initial wave, there was like a real sweet spot.
I missed it too.
There was a real
I missed
There
it
was a
too.
wave. I got on the wave.
You did. I was really jealous.
I was on the
There
wave.
was. I was like you because when I relaunched, when I did the manufacturer, that wasn't until 2021. So I missed all of that wave in
That
2020.
initial, that was
Yeah.
nice, a nice good pump.
It was a nice
Nice
little
good
pump,
It was.
for sure.
I actually benefited from it because I got some opportunities that I probably would never have gotten
Had it not been.
had it not been for
Yeah.
like national TV opportunities.
And we're
But one thing I will say just about like all of our stories for you guys listening out there, right? It really just all started from like
an idea.
like an idea, like a need,
For
a
ourselves.
want for ourselves, for our
Yeah.
children,
Yeah.
something to literally solve the
For my
simplest
weave.
problems, right? You can see them as like everyday problems that are like, they're pinpoints, but they're the kind of things that you may neglect. You kind of just deal with.
You deal
Right.
with it.
You deal with it, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I say that to say like, you literally can have the simplest, basic, whatever you want to call it. Even if it's a complex idea, you could just have an idea.
Mm-hmm.
All it takes is for you to act on it. You can really create something out of nothing.
Yeah. If you're doing something and it's like, damn, I hate doing this.
Yeah.
You know, like the bebop.
That's the start.
Yeah.
She said, did you just?
We're gonna get into that, right? So I did invent the shampoo mat. The shampoo mat has 3 patents on it, 1 pending. But I also have a new product dropping called the Bee Box, and it's to help. Yeah, it's to help with putting beads on hair. But my daughter loves beads, and I hate putting
Threading
the beads
yeah.
on the threader. Like, I won't do the braids because she wants the beads, and I don't want to put the beads on the threader. So if you have something, I said that to say, if you have something that you like, I hate this, find a way to not hate it anymore. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yes, like whatever. Because people always be like, I could never invent something. I used to watch Shark Tank all the time and be like, how did these people come up with this idea? You know? I would watch it with my dad, R.I.P. Daddy. But I would watch it with him and we would be like, dang, that's a good idea. Like, how did they come up with that? I'd be like, I never could come up with something like that. And here I am.
Yep.
I have invented
And not
something.
only did you come up with it, but you follow through and you actually did
it.
That's the key. We all have ideas.
We do all have ideas.
Out there, everybody has ideas.
Yeah.
The key is to actually act on your idea.
Yeah.
Because if it's just an idea and you don't act on it, it's doing you no justice.
Yeah.
Just take that leap. None of us knew. I didn't know how to invent something. Kia-Shun, none of us knew how to invent anything or come up with whatever we did for our products. But it was like, you know what? If we don't actually try, we're never gonna do it.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that's the key. And it's scary. It's scary. It's expensive.
It's expensive.
But it's like you take a leap of faith on yourself because if you don't try, you're just going to be sitting on the sidelines your whole life. Oh, man, that was my idea. Oh, I should have invented that. I had that idea. And then now this person invented it, and I'm sitting here like, oh, that was my idea. But, you know, I didn't act on it 20 years ago when I actually had the idea, and now, you know, this stuff. So it's scary. But that's why we're here, because we are going to take you through our pain points, our processes, how we did it, how we got through the fear, how we came from nothing to invent to these amazing companies that we founded and we are pushing and are taking into like multi-million-dollar territory. So, you know, let's go.
So we can't end without our lightning round.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm scared.
And given the theme of this episode, right, I would say, what would you guys say is one resource that actually helped you get over that fear and get started, right? So going from the idea that you have and like the next step, what's one resource that helped you get to the next step? We'll start with you, Britt.
Yo, this is hard for me because I'm not scary. I know. I'm one of those people that like leap into the fear.
Well, what helped you like get to the next step?
I did do research on Amazon to see if maybe they had styles, and I just didn't like anything that I saw, but I did use Amazon, and that's where I was like purchasing my clear nail tips and things like that. That's how I started.
So for me, I would say my resource was my aunt. You know, I've talked about her to y'all, but she's an engineer. Well, ex-engineer. She's retired, but she was my resource because I went to her and I was like, Auntie, I have this idea, and I just don't know how to do it. So after I sketched it out on the paper, like I sent her a picture of it, and she was like, well, maybe you can do this. Maybe you can do that, you know? So without having her, I tell her all the time, without having you, I'll probably still be thinking about how can I come up with this shampoo mat. So that was my resource. So get you somebody that you trust.
Yes.
You got to trust them, right? Because y'all know I done had 8 people try to steal this from me.
I know.
And we'll get into that. But somebody that you trust, bounce your ideas off of them. That's what I got.
Amazing.
Yeah. So for me, I would say it was my network of friends and connections and a seamstress who turned into like my fairy godmother because she actually made my prom dress.
I like that.
And when I was in high school, and like all my friends' prom dresses. Shout out to Lele. Forever, and like, girl, I owe you so much.
Lele from
Philadelphia.
Okay.
Lele Tran. And she's still in Philly. She makes the most beautiful dresses. But I was, I don't know how to sew. I was hand sewing my own, like trying to get my prototypes out myself. So I'm like, I don't know how to sew. They look crazy.
Yeah.
So I saw Lele out at an event randomly. And I was like, oh my gosh. I can't even believe it's you right now. I need your help. And she was like, oh, Khadija, oh my gosh, I miss you. And I told her what I was trying to do. When I tell you this woman did, because I tried a bunch of people and it was horrible. So when I saw her again, I was like, this is meant to be.
Yeah.
So she fixed everything. She took my idea, put it out there into the market, like put it into, like made my prototypes, like all 3 designs.
Yeah.
And she did my first patterns for me. And she came to my first manufacturing meeting with us.
Oh, wow.
Yes. And to make sure that it was right, to make sure that, because we didn't know the terminology, we didn't know what we were looking for. She even helped me find the fabric. She told me what to look for and who to connect to and helped me get it made.
Yeah.
That's
because it didn't exist. And that was the issue.
Yeah,
and it was like, oh my gosh, you are my fairy godmother. And to this day, I had a business partner at the time, and it was like she was our miracle. And to this day, I love her. Layla, you mean everything to me, and I got you, girl. Thank you.
I love it.
That's amazing.
That was a whole Oscar speech.
Oh,
Yeah, for Layla, that was that. Yeah, that was that. Thank you, Oscar speech.
like, Philly.
What about you?
Similar to like Brit, but this might seem very simple, but Google. I literally I dove into the research. And then once I realized that it was something like very possible for me to do, right, I started just kind of connecting the dots and putting things together. But like I just kind of dove right into the research. For me, it was less of fear. I've always just had an entrepreneurial spirit. So when I have an idea, when I tell you I have like a running list of ideas, I have to.
I think we all do.
I have to strap myself down not to do sometimes so I can focus.
Exactly.
The creative in me just wants to like put everything out there at once, but so I wasn't necessarily scared to kind of do something. It was more so of like, okay, I just have to figure out how to get this done. So literally Google.com is your best friend.
I'm gonna say I'm just gonna touch on one thing, and then we're gonna end this episode because that's literally getting into our next episode. But I will say, you say you were creative, and we're like, we all got ideas. But I was telling Britt, because Britt got here before everybody. That's why me and Britt had these side conversations. I was telling Britt, I was like, if I could just strap O down to my couch for a day, the amount of ideas that come out of this lady's head for everybody's business, like that is crazy. You need to be getting paid for it. Listen, whenever you pick up, have some time, some side time, you got to get paid for your ideas. Now, don't charge me now, but they just flow. You be like, what about this? What about that?
You're talking about like your products, and I was like, but did you think about this?
Yes. Like it just comes off the dome so easily for you. So I'm keeping you here. She can't go nowhere. Thank you. But yes,
Well, speaking of not going anywhere, we don't want you guys to go anywhere. We want you to tune in. We're going to have the Entrepreneur podcast monthly. We're going to have lives in between. So make sure you're following us on Instagram at Entrepreneur Crew. Check the notes down below. We're going to have it written down for you, links. So it's going to be really easy. Check the website. We're going to have resources on there and just more about us if you want to get to know us a little bit more. And also don't forget to make sure you are subscribed to our YouTube channel.
Of course.
Okay. Comment down below. We want to know that if you are a business owner, what was a resource that you use that you'd like to share with the rest of the viewers? If you're a novice, what's a resource that you're looking for? Maybe you guys can connect in the comments and turn on the notifications so that you always know when we've posted a new video.
Yeah. Let us know what y'all want to, learn about.
Yeah. We have a lot of planned content for you guys, but let us know.
And we're really excited to keep bringing this to you.
Listen, I'm excited. I really am because we finally made it out the group.
We made it out the group chat.
For sure.
All right, we'll see you next time.
Peace. Bye.